Good morning, everyone. Hope you are having a good day today. Well, today we are just taking something, continuing of the uh, subject that you took it yesterday with Mom Stabner. So it's going to be fun as usual because we said that JS is more fun than what you expected. So just doing these things because it is necessary. Capital. So here we are writing impact. Later we can just have in our style. I may need script. However, I'm not sure if I will need it, but I will just put it here just to have it. These are the normal things that we do before we are making anything else, just to make things ready. So what I did, I just have those things and Ctrl+S. I will save it. Today is 50. Site.html. Save. Great. So let's go here. Open our website. Yeah, this is our website. Nice and easy. Everything is ready. So it just waits for our decision what we want to put. So first I need a paragraph to put my things in. Then we can do it in a different way. Let's just give an ID. I will name it A. It's fine. Have H2 here. H2 just for information on our website. Date. Functions. So today we are just talking about the date functions. Let's do fresh. We have it here. Great. So now we are trying to use the date functions. How to use the date function? It is super easy. I can just do it here between the script in the internal script and bring a function and write what I want to apply. For example, I will say, sorry, function. I will name my function first for the current date. So we will do it this way. So for the current date, I can just use a variable var. Then I will name it date equal new date. Okay. Simple like this. So this one, it will give me the current date. So now I can just come here. Okay. We can just bring a button. Okay. I'll just name it current date. And time. Something like this. Current date time. Something just to have it like this. So type equal is a button, then on click equal to, it's fine. I can just use double quote here because I don't have any inner for this one. I have just a function. I will call this function. What is the function's name? It called current date. I have to write it as I wrote it above because we said that JS is a case sensitive. That's why I just wrote it how the function is there. Control S. Now, I just said I have a variable, it's named date and new date, something like this. Nice and easy. I save it, refresh. So if I press here, I think I made a mistake here. Function is for like this on things. Oh yes, sorry. Document dot get element by ID because I forgot this. It's my mistake. And then we have this here. We can just use double quote again and say the ID is A. Thank you, Monsabnar. Dot inner HTML inner HTML equal to what we gave here. We give the new date. Or we can just say document dot write. What is the name of our function is date. You can just do it like this, Control S. And now if you are pressing here, why is not answering me? Okay. Control C. Sometimes these things is just like getting annoying, especially while you using JavaScript because it's so stubborn script. If you are just doing something wrong in the very beginning, it will just stop everything. You have to be careful while you are dealing with this guy. Control S. So now let's just do refresh. Yes. So we can just like remove this bit. We will use it some other place later on. Control S. Yeah. So here, just do refresh. We have what? We have the current date. So what else we can do? We can just say here, this is the date and time. Fresh. It's just like this. So if we want to bring the correct for right now, date and time, it's just like we can do it with using the variable, any variable. For example, now I just have the date, and then I just wrote it this way. So simple like this, you can just do it. For example, I will just name it. I can just say current date, and here I have just write current date, Control S. So as we see here, it just gave us the time. So if you are just looking at the second, when you are doing refresh, it just changing the time according to the time that you have it here on your system. So if on your computer you have a different time, for sure you will get a different time. So if you have it, for example, somewhere else, and you want to show the current date and time from somewhere else, you can just do it simple like this. If you want to show that the date and the time on the system that you are working on, or the, let's say the web server that you are working on, you want to know where it is and what is the time there, you can just use this simple function, which is new date, just like this, without anything. We are not adding anything else, but we have to be careful. The new is all in small, just the date, the first letter of date, it has to be in capital. So let's just use something else. We have a var, then we want to bring a certain day that we want to give the information. So let's say my date equal new. Now I'm just writing date. Why? Yeah. Then I will just write here a certain format that is also depend on the system. For example, I just want to say, let's say 15th July 2021. Control S. Document dot write. So I set my date, Control S, because this is how I name my variable, and I want to print this variable for myself. So let's go here and do refresh. Do we have any problem here? Let's first stop this and go back. Var my date Here is my date. New date, 15th July 2021. Yeah, there's no problem, but why is not responding? If we give quotation here, it's gonna just like print it as it is. That's why I don't want this. Because we set a date, so if we give quotation, it's not gonna work because it's just looking at it as a text. But because here we gave date, so for the date, we cannot give any quotation here.
Only 15 July, only June, and then between the quotation.
So like this, I think it's work, but I don't want this. I just want to have it. This is the start of our course. I just want to bring this. Well, okay, it's fine. Control S. We'll have both. So here you can just keep the PR. Yeah, because it's not accepting BR in the script. It's not accepting BR in the script. That's why we cannot use BR. So, well, yes, um, we can do it this way, as Mom Sabnar says, uh, using the date and the time in a different format as we have it here, or if we want to give more detail to the date and the time that we want, so we can do it in a different way. Like if we say 3 March as I think, yes. So instead of the shorten of the time or of the month, we can just give the whole format. So it will accept as well. Or we can just give a short format. For example, if you are not memorizing the whole name of the month, but you know that it starts with, for example, January, you cannot memorize the whole format of January. So what you are just writing Jan without cafe. So it will just give you Sunday, January, blah, blah, blah. But if you are giving the whole, it's gonna just write it for you whole as it is. So if we want to let's say give it in a different format with separator, for example, like this. So it just like do it with no issue at all. If we are just like giving separator, it just like work as well. Then if we want to give all the details that we have. All the details that we have. For example, we will give the day, the month, the time, and the second, everything, and the millisecond as well. So in this way, we don't need the double quote, or because we are dealing with numbers, so numbers doesn't need to mention anything about the double quote, because there is no string at all. For example, I want to know what is the day and the time and like that, the whole format for a certain day. Let's say 1991. Then let's bring different. Yes, by the way, I just forgot to tell you, here in JS, the month is in index. So the index in JS is start from 0 to 11. So if you want to say I want January, so January is 0, and December is 11, it's not 12. So be careful about this. For example, I want to bring January, I will just say 0, then 10th of January at 10, 11, let's say 52nd, in a format of 100. I just want Control S. So it's the same variable. Let's do refresh. So it's just say 10th of January, but you see here what I wrote 0. So this 0 is mean the month. So the month is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 11. Then if we are looking at here is 10, 11. So it's 10 the hour and 11 the minute, and then we gave 50. This 50 is mean the second. Then this 800 is mean the time for GMT. Then it gave me the date that I didn't know. Indeed, I didn't know, like 10th of January is going to be Thursday. So yes, just look at it. You can do it this way, nice and easy, without any problem. This is how we are dealing with the air conditioner. Yeah, there was some disturbance. So yeah, using the date function is really fun. And especially if you want just to put it somewhere in your website to just show what is the date and what is the time, especially when you have an exam and you want the person to know the time, which is so stressful when you have the time in front of you each time when you are just refreshing your browser, you just see that how many minutes you remain. It's just fun also. I want just to do this with you during the exam for this week. So yeah, I just want to see how many students will answer this time, because like I just give you more time. I just made it easier for you, but in the return, I just saw that you just got used to really difficult questions and stressful time. That's why I will just put you in a stressful time, and no more simple and easy question, no more extra time for you. Just 16 answer the question this time. So yeah, I will just make it more and I will just make the time less. For example, this time I will just give you 45 minutes and I will give you 10 theoretical question and also 10 practical question. So yeah, because I think you got used to this sort of question, not such an easy and simple question. There was no theoretical, you just have practical, and I gave you all the detail. You just need to copy and paste it and put it into the place. But what you did, like just 16 answer this nice and easy question. So I want more to answer. That's why I will make it more complicated and I will give you less time. Great. So yeah, if I want to have a certain format of my day and time, and I want it to be showing in this way. So what I can do, I can just say, okay, for the month, I just want one digit. Then I want a separator like this. Then for the date, I just want one digit. And for the year, I just want two digit. Control S. And now refresh. What's wrong here? We don't need numbers. We just want to have it in a certain format. So let's see. One date. Oh, yes. Let's just give DD, MM, and YY. Control S. See if it's what am I? Oh, yes. So let's see. So if I said MM, DT, YY, this is really, I don't think so. It's not accepting. This is really strange because we can just give a certain format to see the date, how shows me the current date in a certain format that I want. But turn out it's not answering. Let's just try with capital. No, it's not accepting. We want to give a certain format that I prefer. Control S. This is really annoying. M for the month, then DD for the date, and then YY for the year. This is something really normal that it can't do it, but on my computer it's just saying, no, thank you, I'm full. Even if you are saying DD, MM, and Y, Control S. I don't think it's for accept now. I think there's something wrong with this. I don't think it will accept because we gave one M, Control S. It won't show at all. because we gave letters, strings. That's why without quotation is not accepting. Control S. Says invalid. If we are just given like this. No. Just 1 minute. Date function yes. Just open the first one. Mhm. So I'm looking for this. Formats. Mhm. Well, let's just give it a number. Like today is 21st. Yeah, it will print this for me. What? This is really weird.
Put the month first and the day second for that one. Because it should work.
Mm, month, date, and well, I don't want to show me this. I just want a certain format. Guys, like there's one function that you can use it to put a certain format for your date. You don't want to have the whole information in front of you. So you are just like giving it month, date, and year. For example, you just want 2 digits for the year. You want 2 digit for the month and 2 digit for the date. So there's a certain format that you are just writing it like this, but I don't know why it's not working. For example, you are just giving the month, then you don't want this, you want this separator, and you want the date. Then for the year, you are just giving two Ys. It means that you don't want the whole year to be written, but I don't know why it's not working on my computer. So please, if you are just applying and it's work on your computer, let me know, because here with me is not working, which is really, let's try this. So if we set this 2 digit for the year and 2 digit for the date and 2 digit for the month, invalid. Yes, I did. I don't think BD and MM is not working for sure. Because you're just given a certain format. You want the date to be showing in this format. I don't know, like why it's not working here. Quite weird. Anyway, Lashter. So yeah, now we are just going to use the other type. Here, instead of using this function, we are using something else. I don't want to use this button as well. Today it was the easiest function that we just took. I don't know, like, what's wrong with you guys? By ID. So this time I want just to use some other type or function that we have it for the date. So we just use another sort of information that you can just do it and use it whenever and wherever you want. And this one is just called get function. So we can just get the date and the time that we prefer or we want to choose. So this one is just going to be like date dot get. Then we will choose here, get what? Get day. And it's going to be printed where we just want to print. Or we can just use the right, but now I just want to use this one. But what is wrong today? It's not changing the inner. Get day.
It's because the name of the variable is my date and not date.
No, I don't want to use my date here.
What if we change the variable name to date instead of my date?
No, this one is a bit different. Just 1 second. This one. I think I have a problem with this file. So just give me a second. Control C. Control V. This. Control Alt S. Let's just try it this way. Script drain function, just like date to new day. Okay. Say equal to date. Let's just see if it's working now. Oh, it's a different file. Okay. Now it's working. Control S. Now it's fine. Okay. So for the other one, we will say dot get day. Control S. Just giving me the date. So also the day is in an index. So it's starting from 0. It's starting from 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So here we have Sunday is 0. 1 is Monday. So today is Tuesday. So it is 2. That's why it just bring me the day in this way. So here I just want to get the day from this new day that I have. I just got the day, nothing else, only by itself. So yeah, we just want to get the day from here. Then if I want to get something else like the year, I can just say year, Control S, and Control S. Each time I'm just pressing Control D, which is like, so let's say I want the full year. Control S. Let's just bring me this. So the full year is 2021. I can just bring the full year. I can just bring the month. Here also, because we are in September, and September is the 9th month according to the calendar, but according to the index of the month for JS, it is the 8th month. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the September according to the indexing in JS. So yes, we can just like use the different part of the date and the time and get it from the day that we just give. If I want to just give a certain day here, for example, 2020, the month, let's say 10, the day be 15, and the time be 10, 10. Control S. So if you want to get this information, first, if without these, Control S, we do refresh. It's just telling us Sunday, November 15th, 2020, 10 past 10, and then it's like for the Arabian Standard Time. Now, if I want to get some information from here, I will say dot get, for example, the get let's say I just want the time. Yes, I can just use this UT C date, Control S. Yes, thank you, Ansa. So yeah, we can just do it this way. It just gave us the date according to the calendar, because we said we want the certain date according to the calendar, which is 15, and so on. We can just use the time, we can just use the month, the year, the full year, everything that you are looking for, you can just get it from this get function. The rest of the functions that we just took it today, it was just like simple and nice and easy without any problem. We have different formats. Control C, Control V first without the get. And here, just like having it normal. For those who they were asking, this is current. This is my date. Control S. Control S. This one's gonna be current. This is gonna be my date. Refresh. This is the current one, and this is my date that I just gave. Now I can just have another paragraph here. Control C, Control V. This time my one. Okay. Here I can just give another bar. Control C, Control V. And now let's say one. Here we can just say date dot get full year, Control S, and then refresh. Yes, I forgot this, and then let's change this to this date. This is date 1. This is date 2. Here it's 1. Here is 2. Control S to have different thing. So as you see here, it just depends on the date that you are giving and what you are looking for. You can just do it this way. So the date and time form functions are really easy and so user friendly. Just today, the things were just like getting crazy on my uh, computer. I don't know why. After we just cancel, no, no, don't do this. So after we just copy it here, now we can just do the things a bit more freely. So these are the functions for today, and this is the class for today. Um, Thank you for your participation, and I will leave you with Mama Sabnar to practice with her. Yeah, for sure, from the very beginning, you cannot understand because you didn't practice with me. You were just like, or focusing on the things that we are doing, or you just like got lost because I know that using this function because you are just like trying to focus on the format that you are writing and how it's going to be printed. So according to the printing and the things that we just took today, and we just mentioned that JS is a case sensitive, so you have to be careful. So it's totally fine if you cannot get it from the first attempt. So you have to try the second with Mount Sabnar and the third by yourself and the fourth by yourself and the fifth and the sixth with your friends and while you are practicing and preparing yourself for the exam. So yeah, it is normal because like me also when I started coding in the very beginning for the first time it was quite difficult and especially for you because most of you you don't have a let's say computer background or let's say a good English background. That's why you will face problems and difficulty, but after practicing you will get it. There's nothing difficult in the life because if I can do it you can do it as well. So don't say that I cannot understand this or this is difficult. No, there is nothing difficult for you if you look at yourself as a human being because this being invented by a human being. So that's why it's going to be easy for you because you are also a human being. So just need to practice. There is nothing in this world that is not be applicable for everyone if you are practicing. But if you are not practicing, yeah, exactly, it's not going to be applicable for you. So you see it difficult, you see it is quite challenging, and you are just like giving up because you are a quitter. But if you are a challenger, if you are not a quitter, you are doing it after few attempts, and then you will just get it. The previous student that they were with us in this course, for sure, in the beginning, they were faced lots of problems and lots of difficulties. But later on, when they practiced and when they try it, and then when they just saw it that it's just like working with them, so they got used to. So why not? You can just get used to with it and do your best. Thank you again, and goodbye. I will leave you with Mom Sabnar. Go ahead, Mom Sab.